Oh shit, this turn starts interesting. No magic, no new magic sites found, but far more important, our war with Jomon is officially on. The AI has set us under immediate pressure. Most of our spy and stealth attacks have immediately failed, and I'm scrambling to move units to the important points. Well, we have lots of armies, but the AI has this really annoying accidental strategy of just blindly attacking with small armies everywhere, and if you're not prepared for that, then you're in a world of hurt. The AI basically has found the secret of raiding, even if it's not a planned form of raiding. An aggressive AI will simply attack every chance they have, and in the end it will look like they are raiding, because larger armies will only move sometimes. The computer can be astonishingly inconsistent with how it plans an attack. And at least now we have some wine bags to supply our armies. 3 of them means 150 supply points more for us, and a shining enchanted mirror, so we can hide empty spaces in our front line. We don't want our more human neighbors to get ideas after all, while I'm in the south chopping down Jomon soldiers. Oh, 3 are not enough. I'm forging 3 more of those linebags, and since I don't know how many units I need exactly, I start recruiting some additional independent commanders just so I can move more units around and don't have to stop recruiting mages. At least if I need priests, then my capital can supply them, since I've started recruiting Harab elders. They are not only strong mages but also level 2 priests, which isn't bad really. Most priest levels are recruitable only up to level 3. If you want more, you need either prophets or you need some rare magic items to boost their holy levels higher. So level 2 is actually quite good, since most priests are just level 1. So another army of Jomon has started squatting on one of my force. At least they lost a couple of their crossbowmen to my defenses, and at least Jomon isn't using any mages, which means even if I use just 1 or 2 mages, I have a major advantage, and as long as I don't use any mages, I won't suffer until the enemy starts using them, like in this one smaller army. Ulm uses vampire counts. Yeah, late age Ulm is all about blood, which makes them really hard to beat if they survive long enough. But well, let's take a look at what Jomon is actually doing. A little Jomon army. And a little fire elemental. And our defense is even weaker. And yes, the mages are summoning small fire elementals, which cause scams, so I'm guessing this is still something scripted by the player. But of course the AI can do this too, just not as often, so it's anyone's guess. Then I'm losing scouts everywhere. Yeah, I'm using scouts trying to get past Pangaea's border, and here I'm starting to lose my Raven Lords. My plan on getting past the border hasn't worked as well as I thought it would. Additionally, because I somehow got discovered in this cave region. Caves are always dark, and pale ones can see in the dark, which means even though they are really bad units, they can win if they're fighting people who are sadly completely blind. Well, hopefully it works better next time. And what over here? Another Ravenlord who got beaten up. This one seems to have won, or not lost. All those battles happening in gold cracks. I see what has happened, because they all got discovered instead of getting past the province defense. Every single one of those small armies got counted as a single attack and dealt with. Essentially, I was trying to get all those stealth armies into the province to attack at the same time, but instead they all got discovered and attacked one by one, and all destroyed. Sometimes I hate this game. But at least we should now be in a position to counterattack. Still. Yeah, a lot of survivors who fled from the massacre, some newly raised units, and yes, those armies are already set up, so I'm thinking about how I should organize them. Forgetting a priest would be stupid, so let's attack this army over there to split the provinces on the west and the east. I don't want to risk running into the cave province right now, but by leaving it to the side, I at least make sure I can get past it and the AI can't as easily move those pale ones around. Of course, I'm just rationalizing here my revulsion of the idea of sending more units into the meat grinder of the dark cave than absolutely necessary. Anyway, after I've crushed most of Jomon in the south, I can go back and clean up whatever I've left. So now I'm organizing another army here to draw the weight of my pretender around. Yes, even here there are mammoths. My giant hairy elephants have to get their own place on the battlefield to prevent ugly things from happening. Caretaker to bless my sacred units, which is of course completely useless in this case because my pretender will join this army, and if your god is on the battlefield then every sacred unit is automatically blessed. But, well, better than, I guess, than later forgetting to set my priest to bless, in case I don't want to use my pretender in battle anymore. But right now, a giant claw who can make enemy units run away screaming in terror is quite useful, since you're still a bit low on magic research, so no real combat magic in action right now. Only deadly blessed bow arrows and my giant flying raven. And a lump of elephants in the middle. Mages stay where they are right now. And then attack. Of course, I don't think this army can deal with this alone, since there are 100 units here by now. The AI slowly reinforces it, the besieging army, so I think I have to deal with this more. Research is okay as it is, and I'm recruiting leaders in that one province over there to the east of my capital, and then sending them, since I can fly, over to the capital to collect the units I'm recruiting, just so I don't need to stop recruiting my capital mages. I'm a bit greedy here, I think. Now to decide what to do with the enchanted mirror. In hindsight, I'm not so sure if this was a good idea, but with the large army of men in the north and the juicy thrones right next to this province, and since my capital is right next to it, I'm risking looking stronger than normal. So, this army is moving there. My two main armies are moving to deal with Jomon in the south, and here I've still these wine things, those magical wineskins to dole out. After a while I decide to give them to some leaders. Anyway, here in the south I now have two armies attacking, one offensive, one to throw invaders off my fortress. I don't like how in the middle of my front line there's basically nothing to fight against this one single army of Jomon in the middle. I think after I have dealt with the problem in the west and the southeast, I have to do something about this army right in the middle there. Oh god, already time out. Well, see you next time. Libloini out.